Where does the mind go in times of trouble? Is there anything money can't buy? Yes, of course there are. No amount of money can buy you a ticket back to a happier place in time. For mothers, the traditional Mother's Day is usually spent with her children crowded around her, celebrating the one that gave them life, honoring her with dinners, flowers, and gifts. But that's tradition, and not everyone follows tradition. On May 10th, 2020, Suzanne Morphew spent Mother's Day alone. Or was she? This is Suzanne's story through the eyes of strangers. When Suzanne married Barry in 1994, it seemed the sky was the limit. From the outside looking in, it looks as if they lived a fairy tale dream. They had 2 beautiful daughters, beautiful homes, and lavish vacations. Almost a perfect life. But as well as we all know, there is no such thing as perfect. Suzanne, an Alexandria, Indiana native, is described as a wonderful person inside and out. She's a loving wife and mother to her girls, the oldest being a college student. The daughters share their mother's beauty, and by Suzanne's Facebook photos, you can see how proud she is of them. She actually looks more like a sister to them than their mother. Suzanne is a former teacher at Hamilton Heights Middle School in Arcadia, Indiana, and taught between the years of 1995 through 1999. Suzanne ran a charity organization that operated under her name. She started the Suzanne R. Morphew Hope Foundation in 2012, according to her business records. Her organization addresses the needs of children in various global locations by showing the love of Jesus Christ in tangible ways to address recognized needs. Her husband was also listed as a principal. Suzanne's husband, Barry, is a business owner also. He started a company called BLM Enterprises in 2004. He's also listed as an agent with the BLM Landscaping in Indiana. Barry is a volunteer firefighter in Colorado, working at the Chaffee County Fire Protection District. Suzanne is no stranger to physical and spiritual battles. She's a cancer survivor. Sources have said Suzanne's cancer had returned around the time the family was preparing to move to Colorado in 2018, and that she was not doing well. But later on, a Facebook post stated that she had been beaten cancered twice. According to property records, Suzanne and her family moved from Arcadia, Indiana, to Maysville in the Rocky Mountains, 10 miles west of Salida. It was said that Suzanne was happy about moving to Colorado because her oldest daughter attended college there. Leaving their $800,000 home in Arcadia, Indiana, and moving into a $1.5 million home in beautiful Colorado had to be exciting. There have been very little information released by Chaffee County law enforcement about Suzanne's disappearance. The facts that they have established starts with the communication center receiving a call on that Sunday at 5:46 p.m. regarding a missing woman in the area of County Road 225 and West Highway 50. Sheriff officers responded to the area and talked to the neighbor who had reported the woman missing. She said Suzanne Morphew had gone for a bike ride and had not returned. Her daughters were the ones to raise an alarm when they could not get a hold of Suzanne as they were returning home from a camping trip in Idaho. They called and asked the neighbor to go check on their mom. It has not been said if the girls contacted their dad at that time. The neighbor went to the house and see Suzanne's car was there, but her bike was missing. She then called Suzanne's husband, Barry, to tell him of the particular circumstances, and then she called 911. After arriving on scene and getting the neighbor's information, an officer called for help immediately from the Chaffee County Search and Rescue, and all parties began searching for Suzanne. The Department of Corrections also joined the search with tracking dogs, according to the Sheriff's Office. There was more than 100 personnel searching into early Monday morning before stopping. The search resumed later that morning on Monday. They were unable to find Suzanne after an exhausting search. They searched for 4 days with personnel from Chaffee County Search and Rescue Department of Corrections and the Chaffee County Combined TAC Team combined the area. Many drones have been used for countless hours to help in this search. 8 different tracking and scent dogs from the Department of Corrections and the Search and Rescue Dogs of Colorado were deployed in aid to the search. Members from Colorado Parks and Wildlife and the South Ark Swiftwater Rescue Teams have searched areas. The watersheds and Reached Air Ambulance flew search missions as well. However, Mrs. Morphew was not located. The Chaffee County Sheriff's Office began an investigation into the disappearance of Suzanne. Investigators from the 11th District, the Colorado Bureau of Investigations, the Salida Police Department, the Fremont County Sheriff's Office, and the Federal Bureau of Investigations joined the efforts to find Suzanne. Police recovered Suzanne's bike the day she disappeared, but they would not say what condition it was in. The bike was recovered from a bridge close to her home. Police divers from Pueblo County were seen searching a reservoir less than a mile from Suzanne's property. Days later, officials found a personal item of Suzanne's, but did not specify what it was. The Chaffee County Sheriff's Office asked neighbors to preserve any surveillance video that they have had, any doorbells, security, and wildlife cameras from May 8th through May 12th. A sealed search warrant was issued, and the home of Suzanne was seized with no admittance other than law enforcement or other governmental agencies that were working close with law enforcement. It wasn't until May 26 the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office released Suzanne's residence back to the family. It has been reported police investigators were seen carrying out evidence bags from the home. A CSI photographer was also seen at the home, which was taped off at the time of the search. During this, investigators also searched at a residential construction site. Investigators dug beneath a concrete slab and searched multiple locations at the construction site, but found nothing connected to the case. The property owner said that Suzanne's husband Barry laid the dirt at the riverfront property. The homeowner is not tied to Suzanne Morphew's disappearance and has been cooperating with this investigation. No other details have been released. Police also seized Barry's car and his cell phone. It has been rumored that the security cameras were not working the day of Suzanne's disappearance. This is not a fact given by the investigators. Barry Morphew's fellow fire department friends have been ordered not to take part in the search by police, although locals have stated that Morphew and his friends have been out looking for Suzanne. Suzanne's husband gave some interesting information to a person on a hidden interview. We do have that interview, and we will play it shortly. Mr. Morphew had said in the interview, it was Mother's Day, so we had 2 daughters that were coming home from the trip, and I had that job in Denver that I wanted to get started on Sunday to set it up for my workers because my workers were coming in on Sunday night. I normally don't work Sunday night. I work Monday, but being the owner, I wanted to get everything lined up so I didn't have to worry about Monday morning. Just to get busy working, he stated. So I told my wife, listen, the girls are going to be home and they want to spend Mother's Day with you. Mind if I get started? She said that would be fine. Okay. I want to pause for a moment here. He usually don't work Sundays, but yet he chose to work on a Sunday, which is also Mother's Day? A special day to celebrate the woman that gave birth to your children? During the time their home was under siege, Suzanne's husband stayed at a property of a friend's. It's been stated that the mother of 2 was home alone at the time she set out on the bike ride, but for law enforcement to ask for security videos from May the 8th through the 12th makes you wonder what day she really disappeared on. Who was the last one to see her or even talk to her? Law enforcement are very tight-lipped about this kind of information. Are they building a case, perhaps? Suzanne's husband, Barry, believed to be more than 140 miles away in Denver. We have heard two different stories about that trip to Denver. One was he was there for a training exercise for the fire department, but then it was quickly debunked. Then he said in an interview that he had left out for Denver to get a job ready for his workers Monday morning, even though he explained he never worked on Sundays. Suzanne's husband released a 26-second video pleading for her return. This is what he had to say.
Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you, we miss you, your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
He stated, "Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. The girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad." These words are chilling, but yet very confusing. Who was he trying to reach in this video? Suzanne or a possible abductor? Also, rumors of a mistress have started floating around, supposedly a member of a hunting party. It has been reported that Barry Morphew filed a petition for guardianship of Suzanne Morphew on June 1st, 2020. The pending petition states that Suzanne Morphew is deemed incapacitated under Indiana law because she cannot be located upon reasonable inquiry. It also suggests Barry Morphew is requesting to sell real estate in Indiana on behalf of Suzanne, who is the joint owner of the property. It seems Barry and Suzanne owns many rental properties in Indiana. It was stated the court documents show that Suzanne and Barry's oldest daughter, who gave the go-ahead for her father to be appointed guardianship of Suzanne. There's only a few facts in Suzanne's case. She has disappeared, vanished into thin air. The public has been shown no proof that she disappeared on May 10th, on Mother's Day. No one's seen her riding the bike, but there is absolutely no proof her husband had anything to do with her disappearance. None. According to investigators, this is only a missing persons case, not a criminal case. Barry Morphew has not been named a suspect or person of interest in the eyes of the law. He has done nothing wrong. It has been said he's controlling and has flair of violence when he gets mad, but never has anyone said he could, would, or has hurt any member of his family. Here's the video of Barry telling his side of the story.
I'm from Arizona.
Okay.
So,
What happened?
okay.
Yeah, do you mind putting that in your pocket?
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem. No, it's not on, bro. It's not on.
We've had a lot of media
Yeah.
bother us. And obviously this is very emotional.
Oh, absolutely, brother.
Private from me. But we've searched. It's never going to hurt to retrace searches. So we've searched a 200-mile radius.
What? Really?
All of the mountains have been covered so far. But obviously, we're going to miss things.
Right.
So let me show you what happened. And I do have a reward.
There is a reward?
$210,000 reward. The bike was found at the bottom of the hill by that tree where the peak is.
Oh, really?
The first night there was a mountain lion. The officer seen it walk by the car, so we thought maybe she got attacked by a lion. We thought maybe she wrecked coming down this hill, a car coming around the corner fast, and maybe was disoriented and got in the river. We've covered all of this really good, this triangle with search and rescue. So we're pretty comfortable that she's not in this triangle between the RV park, your truck, this road, and then the next road. But what seems to have happened from the investigators, and they don't give much, and I've got private people working for me, is maybe she was abducted right here. And they found an article going west of hers. They won't tell us what it is. So they sent another team after they found the article that covered this hillside all the way down to the river pretty good. My concerns were this way and that way if it was the cat, because the cats, they drag their prey up the mountain and out of people's. We can't find sign for the cat, but we got rain like right away.
Yeah.
Could have washed away sign.
So they found her bike just right against that tree down
Well,
there?
no, it was on the ground. It
Oh,
was, the wheel was facing, and the sheriff department, they screwed everything up. They shouldn't have touched it.
Oh, really?
Left it. It's evidence. They pulled it up, and then the sheriff had, we had cars over here. Well, the sheriff let everybody drive through here, covering all, or messing up all the evidence. They were walking all over this area, which if somebody abducted her, they would have had foot tracks. They would have had fingerprints on the bike.
And they let
10 other people touch the bike.
Oh, man.
I mean, we was really upset that first night. That I was in Denver, so
oh, you were?
I didn't get here until 9 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
And my friend's an Army Ranger, and he knows this stuff better than anybody. He did 400 tours in Iraq, Afghanistan.
Oh, is that?
So what I would say, if you want to help, I would say this way then the least covered on the mountainside.
So you don't know where that article was, though? Was it by the road, or they won't even? They won't say, huh? Well, Barry, I'm glad you filled me in, man. I was. Oh, you had somebody behind you. I was hoping I'd run into you because I can't even imagine what you're going through. That's what I've heard.
We're totally in love. We got 2 impressed kids. Closest family. It's just one of them things where, and you know, they have to investigate first.
Yeah. Well, get your name cleared, and then.
Well, and they told me that it's clear. I don't know if it's going to be immediate.
Yeah, well, they're going to, man. They're going to beat you because, I mean, you got to look at, especially in Colorado, there's been so many cases where, like Patrick Frazee, Christopher Watts, you know, these guys get on there and they act like, you know, they didn't do anything, and so I mean, naturally people are going to be skeptical in the beginning, you know, but
you just came to help?
Yeah, I was in the Pagosa Springs area, and I've been kind of hearing about this, and so I thought I'd just come help, man. And what can I do for you, bro?
We've got a good group of friends and stuff. The best thing that you could do if you're a hiker and you're an outdoorsman, just get out there and cover some ground.
Okay.
Yeah, find something. If you find anything, don't touch it. Take a picture of it. Give it to the police. Put it in there. Let them come, because if there's an article, they need to DNA it without the details.
Absolutely.
And we have found men's clothing. We found a group of men's clothes up by the lake. Fooses, that they DNA tested and they found.
So Fooses is up that way?
You go up to the right.
Yeah.
And that lake's up there, and then the Fooses Trail. You can drive all the way to the trailhead. And this is the Colorado Trail. We cross 50, where they park up top.
Yeah.
And that trail was all the way to Denver.
Okay.
And we've covered, I had school friends come the first few days. So we had a bunch of guys that we covered that road with.
Up in there.
But the only thing, this is a tough one, and my friends got in shape like you. So getting up those sides of those hills and stuff is kind of tough.
Well, let me ask you a quick question, Barry. So you were in Denver, but how long before somebody noticed that she was gone? And
well, it was Mother's Day.
It was Mother's Day.
We had two daughters that were coming home from the trip, and I had that job in Denver that I wanted to get started on Sunday. Set it up for my workers. My workers were coming in Sunday night. We were going to work Sunday night. They were going Monday. But I, being the owner, I wanted to get everything lined up so that they didn't have to stand and wait on the Monday morning and just get busy working.
right.
So I told my wife, I said, listen, the girls are going to be home. They want to spend Mother's Day with you. Mind if I go this day? But she said, that's fine. So everybody sees my budget. And then the girls get home over together. So that's what we thought was going to happen. The girls were running late, so they texted me after Mother's Day. She didn't text back. So we went to, or they called my neighbors and said, listen, it's Mother's Day. I'm a little worried. And will you go check the house? So the neighbor went and checked the house. Saw that her car was there, but the bike was gone. She called me in Denver and said, hey, we're just a little worried. And I go, well, I am too. Why don't we just party? Just be safe. And I'll just get home for that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Dang, bro, I'm really sorry, man. I can't imagine what you're going through, but it sounds like you got a really good support system.
Yeah.
And do you want me to leave my number or anything? And in case you need me, I'll be here for the next. And then give me your number. Write it down because my phone's charging in the truck. But just Barry, give me.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Yeah, text me your number, and then if I find anything, I will. I'll let you know.
Go ahead.
480-431-5344.
And your name again?
Ty. Ty.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I know we're doing COVID and all that, but I can't imagine that. Are you grandma?
Yeah,
Barry's mom. Oh, Barry, I feel for you, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're genuine in what you're doing here, then I appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you're an undercover news person.
Oh no, no.
They're not coming for you. They killed me.
Yeah. Oh, they will, Barry. They will, and probably the worst is yet to come. I hate to say that, but just ride the storm out, man. And the truth always comes out in the end, bro. So.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, good to meet you guys. Take care. Okay, well, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I just had a long conversation with Barry Morphew. He told me the whole story, and I met his mom, and I hope this camera picked it up, but I got his whole story. He told me that the bike was discovered right over here. He walked me up this hill, and he made a little threat there at the end. I don't know if the camera picked it up or not, but he said, if I'm with the news media, he's gonna come after me. Wow. Stay tuned, everybody. This has gotten really creepy.
No one has come forward and showed proof of any trouble in the marriage. Only rumors of infidelity, which has not been proven, and if proven, still does not equal to her disappearance. It's pretty obvious what it looks like, but are things always what they seem? There are other factors that could have contributed or caused her disappearance. It has been said her bike was in a ravine. Could she have possibly crashed into the water? An animal attack? Could she have walked away from her life to start a new one? Or an abduction by a stranger? Suicide? Has she slipped into that place between space and time where there is no secrets nor any pain? Where there's no wealth, sorrow, or shame? Where time stands still and only love remains? Wherever you are, Suzanne, may peace be with you. The public is asked to continue to report any information about Suzanne's case by calling 719-312-7530. The Chaffee County Sheriff's Office will release information as it becomes available on Suzanne's case. Please join The Missing Truth on their Facebook page and follow us here on our YouTube channel for further updates on Suzanne and many more cases like hers. Remember, some sort of truth remains in a lie.